guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Alice. I go by Hello Alice here on YouTube and I make art videos. And I am super excited for the video today. I'm back with another one of my bullet journal setups, this time for the month of September. And I just really like how this month came out in my bullet journal. Like, I'm really happy with it, so I hope you guys like it as well. And basically, last month I finally feel like I got back into bullet journaling. I had been really in a slump over the summer, but I really started to get back into it last month and I actually kept up with it throughout the whole month. And so September I wanted to do something a little bit more old school, I guess, like classic bullet journal. So I went with some pretty flowers, but I decided to do them in more like fall, autumn colors because we are heading towards fall and I'm super excited about it. I feel like fall has the best fashion, so I'm very excited to wear like scarves and tights and things again. So I made everything kind of browns and pinks, and then I used like green and blue as accent colors, and I think it came out so pretty. Like, I'm so excited to use this month's bullet journal. I'm like, okay, I'm done with August now. Let's be September so I can use this guy. So this is my cover page, and basically I just wrote September in script, and then I used the Tombow, what are they? Not the the Tombow brush markers in in the black to trace over the top for the September part. Then I used my Pigma microns to outline the flowers, and then I just colored them in with Crayola fine tips. And I also used one of the Ohuhu brush tip markers. I quite like the Ohuhu brush tip markers because they have a fine liner on the other end. And I know I've mentioned this in some of my other bullet journal videos, but I just really love being able to have a fine liner that matches my colors perfectly. I feel like it's such a convenient, it's like a very good idea. So yeah, this is kind of how my intro page looks. And then the next page that I worked on after this was my monthly calendar, which I did decide to do as a 2-page spread again. Last month I did it as a 1-page spread and I kind of flipped it around. It was like a vertical layout, which was okay, but it did end up getting a little bit confusing, like just when I instinctively glanced at it. So this month I went back to just like the regular old monthly calendar, and again I did like the little brush lettering on the top, and this time I just used a Crayola fine tip. I think they're called the fine tips or the super tips. Yeah, I always call them fine tips, but they're super tips. Crayola super tips to outline it. And I'm not particularly great at brush lettering, but I have been working on it a lot recently, and I feel like I've improved, and I kind of feel like it shows in this bullet journal. So like, let me know if you guys see that, because I feel like I'm starting to improve in my brush lettering. I've been practicing a lot when I'm bored. So a lot. And then I just did like individual outlines for all of the boxes, and drew some flowers in the corner. And I did write a goals section. I put that on the monthly calendar page this time. And I didn't end up filling out my goals section last month, but I'm going to fill it out this month. And I've been starting to try to think of some goals that I can do for this month. And I think one of them, like my biggest one, is going to be present, to try to be more present in the world and in my life and more aware and mindful. I just think that's a really good goal. So if you have any tips on being more mindful, let me know. I don't really haven't really done too much meditation, but I have like dabbled with it in the past, so maybe should I start meditating? I don't know, but I feel like that could help. I don't know. Let me know how you guys are more mindful and present in your daily life, because I'm going to try to focus on that in the month of September. I'm not sure if some other goals of mine, like I want to put silly stuff down there too, like fall stuff, like go to a pumpkin patch. Okay, it's like too early for a pumpkin patch, but you know what I mean. Like take the Desi on like a hike in Garden of the Gods or something like that. So I'm trying to think of like fun September-y things to put in there as well, like a September bucket list. So what's on your September bucket list so that I can steal some ideas? And then I put on a drop shadow of yellow on everything as well. I use these little like drop shadows throughout this whole bullet journal to kind of help tie it together, and I kind of thought they were really pretty. Like, this bullet journal isn't perfect. I finally been working, so like all the month of August I was working on letting go of perfectionism, and I've really been working on that over the past few months especially. And my bullet journal really helps because if I'm trying to be perfect, it takes me so long to set up. Like, the bullet journals used to take me literally like 5+ hours to do, but I did this whole thing in 2 hours, which is pretty good for me. Actually, I think it was like an hour and a half, which is pretty good for me, honestly. So it's helping me learn to just let go of my perfectionism, which is also helpful in the way that I wrote chores on this page, which is my habits and chores page. Similar to last month, but slightly different. So I used the same setup, but instead of doing individual boxes underneath the days that I wanted to do that, I did really enjoy having that last month because it helped me define the days that I needed to do things. But at the same time, there were certain times that I did stuff on a different day and I wanted to mark it, and I would still color it in, but there wasn't a box there. That happens a lot with yoga and with some of the chores, like if I did laundry on Monday instead of Sunday. So this month, I just kept it open-ended, but I wrote a schedule in the right-hand column of when my goals are to do, like the like my living room, my kitchen, vacuuming, all that kind of stuff. And then I already know that I'm supposed to make my bed, do my dishes, and tidy every single day. Those are like my daily chores. And then I eat every day. I have 1 to 2 individual chores. My anxiety chart worked super well last month. I was really good about tracking it, or have been good so far. It's the 25th of August as I'm recording this voiceover. So it really, really did help me like kind of look back at the day and evaluate what my anxiety level was for that day. And my anxiety has actually been really, really great this past month. As of right now, I've only had 1 panic attack in the month of August, and all of my days have either been okay or great, including the day that I had the panic attack. It was actually an okay day other than the panic attack. So I think the anxiety tracker has been really helpful. If anyone copied this from last month, let me know if it worked for you. I know at least one person did because they tagged me on Instagram. So if you tried this anxiety tracker, let me know. I like how simple it is, and I like how there's a way to denote like if I had a panic attack, but also what the actual anxiety level of the day was, because just because you have a panic attack doesn't necessarily mean that your overall anxiety level for that day was high. So that's my habits and chores page, along with the anxiety. And then the next 2 pages is just a mood spread and a note spread. The note spread is super simple, and I actually messed it up a little bit. You'll see later, but I smudged it. So that's whatever. That page is usually just there because sometimes I need it. Half the time I don't even use it. I need to leave myself at least 1 page of blank space. But the moods chart I'm super, super happy with. I got this idea from Pinterest, I believe. I just Googled like moods tracker, and I saw something similar to this and then kind of like adapted it. But I basically did a wreath of all of the little flowers that I had been drawing throughout the book. I don't really know why it ended up so much heavier on the left side, but I'm okay with it. I think it kind of works in an asymmetrical way. And then I did in like leaves and the little blue flower things that I'd kind of added throughout, and I colored those in, but I left the actual flowers themselves uncolored. And then I used the same scale that I had used in the past, the best, good, meh, okay, or okay, meh, and bad, to do like the color denotations, I guess. And yeah, so I'll color in each flower depending on what the day was, and at the end I should have a really pretty wreath, which I'm super, super excited about. Yeah, I think this is one of my favorite mood trackers I've made in a while. My last mood tracker from August, by the way, was a great mood tracker if you are having troubles getting back into your bullet journal, or you're kind of stuck, because it was so easy. All I had to do was just, the longer the line was, the better the day was. The shorter the line, the worse the day was. So all I did was draw a line every day, and that was really good. Like, I actually kept up with it. So but I was like, okay, I'm ready to move back to like really pretty mood trackers now. So hopefully I keep up with this one, because I think this will be really cool to see all colored in. And there's definitely some in the past that I never really colored in much, and I'm like, oh, I wish I got to see what that would have looked like if I'd kept up with it. So hopefully I will keep up with this mood tracker. I feel like normally I have more to talk about in my bullet journal videos, but I am really, really happy with this bullet journal. I'm happy with the way that it turned out. I ran a poll on my community tab recently, and I kind of talked to you guys and got some feedback from you about the videos of mine that you like. And a lot of you did say you liked the bullet journal videos and also like sketching videos, and speed paint videos. So I just want you guys to know that like I am listening to your feedback, and I really love hearing your feedback. And if you didn't get to vote in that poll or let your opinion be known, head on over to my community tab and give me some feedback, because I am working on some changes and I want you guys to like them. This is the last spread that I have for you, and it's my weekly spread. Super simple. I added in Saturday and Sunday, so it's actually a 9-day spread because the first 2 days are Saturday and Sunday, and I just didn't want a whole extra page. It just seemed like a waste. I've been using an events section recently, and it has been so helpful. I started doing that a couple weeks ago, and I'm sticking to it. I just feel like it's so nice for me to have a separate place just to put all my events, and I can clearly see everything that I'm doing. So yeah, that is my finished bullet journal for the month of September. I am super happy with how it came out. That's like the 5th time I've said that, so you know it's true. I hope that you guys like it as well. If you do recreate this or find any inspiration in it, please tag me on Instagram or wherever you post it. I'm at Hello Alice everywhere. So give me a follow. If you're new here and you'd like to see more, I upload a new art video every week. We're currently playing around with the schedule, but we're trying Sundays at 11 Mountain Standard Time right now. And yeah, thanks so much for watching. Subscribe if you liked the video. Leave a comment down below, and I think that's everything. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, have a great rest of your day. Bye guys!